This 2017 Chevy Malibu was recently traded in at a local dealership and they deemed it uncleanable. So they brought it to me. Buckle up as I take on the disgusting and massive challenge of cleaning this garbage can on wheels, restoring it to a like-new condition, all while I struggle to maintain my composure after finding things in here that will leave you absolutely shook. Alright, well, as I get to work on the pre-wash rinse now, I can't help but think there's going to be some really nasty surprises for me underneath all the garbage in the car. I've cleaned a few vehicles like this where there was so much garbage you couldn't even see the carpet, and one thing holds true. There is always something absolutely disgusting waiting for you underneath it all, so I'm already mentally preparing myself for what I'm going to find in this one today. Okay, as I start spraying out these carpeted liners here, I wanted to quickly point out that I am very thankful to have a studio like this where I can work without issue all winter long. The temperature outside when I filmed this was minus 47 degrees Celsius with the wind chill, which is about minus 53 degrees Fahrenheit, so it was insanely cold, and it brings back memories of years ago when I worked out of my garage and had to open the overhead door to spray off the back. So yeah, I'm very glad I don't have to do that anymore. Moving up to the front, and it just never ceases to amaze me at how much dirt these carpeted liners can hold on to. They pretty much soak it up like a sponge, so it takes quite a bit of time to get them sprayed out, but I do admit that seeing all that dirty water run out is pretty satisfying. Okay, now that I've got the car washed and dried, it's time to dig out the floor mats that I'm sure are in here somewhere, which ended up confirming my suspicions that there's some really nasty things hiding in this car. The rear passenger floor mat was covered in moldy French fries, half a hot dog, and what looks like what might have been a chicken nugget at one point. Alright, with all the floor mats clean now, it's time to get the 2 front seats removed, so after disconnecting the battery, I'll rummage through to find the bolts, remove those, and then unhook the electrical connections under the seats. Alright, with the seats out, here's a quick look at what's left, which is basically just a mountain of garbage. But before I get to that, I'll empty out the storage compartments in the doors, which are of course packed with half-full McDonald's drinks, sausages, and onion rings. Okay, now that I've got a good chunk of the garbage out of here, I just had to stop and show you guys some of the nasty little surprises I've found so far. Mostly just old food, but the rotten banana peel means there's likely a moldy banana hiding in here somewhere too. Now as I continue removing the huge amount of garbage from this car, I'm still finding nasty things like this half-eaten hot dog, but also found what might be the most unlikely item I've ever found inside a car before. A cannonball. Okay, I'll admit that this might just be a shot put ball, but I'm gonna say it's a cannonball because that's cooler, and for the life of me, I can't understand why someone would be driving around with a cannonball in their car. Okay, just as I suspected, guys, I found the missing banana. This is just insanely gross, and I can see why the detail department at the dealership didn't want to touch this car. Like I mentioned in the opening, this car was recently traded in at a local dealership, and when the detail guys rejected it, well, they brought it to me because they know that it takes a special set of skills to deal with a car as trashed as this, one of those being a strong stomach. Now as I vacuum up the rear passenger footwell here, all that black stuff in the carpet you can see is actually mold from whatever bits of food were sitting here. And as nasty as that is, I'm honestly a little bit surprised the carpets aren't in worse shape than they are. I'm guessing all that garbage that piled up over the years stopped most of the mess from making its way to the carpet, so that means I shouldn't have too much trouble getting it looking perfect today. Okay, as I work on the driver's footwell here, I just wanted to quickly remind you guys about my other channel, the Yard Geek, where I've been documenting the transformation of bare land into my dream acreage. I've been filming every single bit of work and progress that's been made, and so far, the response to the channel has been overwhelming. It just hit 70,000 subscribers the other day, and that's with only 11 videos. It's absolutely crazy to me, but I guess I shouldn't be surprised because the videos do have that same satisfying vibe that these ones do, and if you know me, I do everything to the best of my ability, so you can count on entertaining and educational videos. Give the channel a look, and if you like what you see, make sure you subscribe because there's piles of content coming soon. Starting on the back seat now, and while I'd normally have worn my respirator for all the interior work today so I could avoid the nasty smells, there was no need because my nose was so stuffed up from the cold I've got that I couldn't smell a single thing anyways. So the silver lining to being sick was that I didn't have to deal with breathing through a respirator for any longer than necessary, since I always do wear it when I'm steaming. Okay, as I continue working on extracting here, I just have to say that given the sheer amount of half-full McDonald's drinks, sippy cups, and empty pop and twisted tea cans, that there weren't more stains in the carpets and seats. Though, come to think of it, there were quite a few Tim Hortons food bags that were wet, so maybe there's a strategy here to keeping your carpet clean. Just keep piles of garbage on top to soak up and catch any of the mess. Here's the half bucket full of dirty water sucked out of the Malibu today. Gross. Alright, well, it's time to turn my attention to the rear passenger door here, where the previous owner's kid had some fun with a marker or some crayons. So using my Detail Geek all-purpose cleaner and my McCulloch steamer, I'll erase the artwork from existence in a matter of a couple of seconds. I really can't stress to you guys how effective this combo is at cleaning up almost any kind of mess you can imagine inside a vehicle or inside your house. The link to my website is in the description, where you can find my APC, and then I've also got the link to the McCulloch steamer that I use there as well, so feel free to give them both a look. Okay, with the interior perfectly clean, it's time to dress and UV protect all the plastic, but while I do, I wanted to ask you guys for a quick favor. Now, if you've made it this far into the video, I'm guessing you're enjoying it, so if you haven't already hit the like button or subscribed to the channel, then I'd greatly appreciate if you could do that right now. The algorithm can be pretty fickle these days, so it would be a big help if you could do that. And after you do, go ahead and let me know down in the comments which of the many nasty things I found in this car did you think was the grossest. Was it the banana peels, the mushy banana, the moldy fries and hot dog? Well, I know there's a lot to choose from, so let me know what you guys thought. Okay, second last step here is to get all the glass cleaned with some of my best-selling glass cleaner and waffle weave towel, which, if you didn't know, will leave the glass perfectly streak-free, and as an added bonus, it won't leave any lint behind like regular microfiber towels will. You can find both items over at detailgeekautocare.com, but I would definitely recommend picking up a couple of bottles, or even a gallon of the glass cleaner, because once you see how well it works on your vehicle, well, you'll be using it all around the house too. All right guys, well 10 hours later and this disaster has been completely undone. This Malibu is exceptionally clean and looking sweet. Now as always guys, if you enjoyed this one, make sure you smash the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. And please don't forget to go check out my other channel, The Yard Geek. Enjoy the guitar outro and I'll catch you guys in the next one.